What I take, my gamies. We're sitting here today to talk about everything I collected in the last month or so. I had a Blu Ray mission going the other day and it kind of fell apart. I had to pick up my brother in the middle of it and he kind of just messed up all the filming that I had going on. So there's a couple of titles you've seen in here from some previous Blu Ray missions and some titles that you haven't seen. So let's jump on into what I got. Okay, first up, I picked up the Da Vinci Code, the Best Buy exclusive steelbook. I guess there's a sequel to this, or third movie in the trilogy that's coming out. Inferno. I haven't read Inferno. I read Da Vinci Code and I read Angels and Demons. They're both really, really good. I haven't read this Inferno or any other books by the dude. Just those two. So I picked up this one and I picked up Angels and Demons, and these are part of the Project Pop Art. I didn't pick up a lot of the pop art ones, but I thought these two look pretty cool, so I figured why not go ahead and pick these ones up. Alright, then a couple movies we got out. The Free State of Jones. I haven't watched this one yet. It does look good. Instead I went and watched Birth of a Nation. Now that one was pretty good. After seeing that one, I should probably sit down and watch this one. I don't know too much about the true story that this is based on. I knew a lot about Nat Turner and Birth of a Nation, but this one also seems like a pretty good story to check out. We have The Shallows. Now, unsure about picking up this one until I saw the cool lenticular slipcover. You guys know me. Lenticular is like, you gotta have it. I haven't watched this one yet, but I'll get to it one of these days. Then we have X-Men Apocalypse. I saw this in theaters. I've watched it a few times since I picked up. The one cool thing about this, the case is like adamantium colored, and then when you open it up, it has one of those eco cases, but the holes have pictures. See there? That's what the interior looks like. I hate the damn eco cases, but if you're gonna do it, that's the way to go. Then we have Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates. I watched this. I can tell you it was absolutely atrocious and horrible. I'm very mad that I lost the receipt because I was going to return it and be like, this just wasn't good. Well, I couldn't find the receipt, so I'm stuck with it. Yeah. Bad choice this one was. Really bad choice. We have The Purge Election Year. Definitely one of the better Purge movies. I want to say this is the best one, but I like part 2 a lot. So it's a toss up between those two. I've watched this probably about 3 or 4 times since I picked it up. Definitely good. It's got like the matte slipcover. I don't mind the matte finish slipcovers. It's just the steel books that I don't like. We have Neighbors 2, Sorority Rising. Another Zac Efron movie. This one actually wasn't that bad. You know, of course it wasn't as good as the first one. Very rarely can you outdo the first movie, but I thought it was pretty good up until the end when they kind of just teamed up. That was weird, but still a decent flick. And we got The Attitude Era Volume 3. Now I picked this up, and it includes a mini book. I thought that was cool, except when you pull the mini book out, the slipcover is still attuned to the book. So, you know, that was kind of dumb. I mean, if you want to leave the book in there, I guess that works. And another thing that I didn't realize about this before picking it up is none of these matches were televised. They're all filmed from ringside, and they're filmed in cameras from like 1995, 1996, 1997, you know, a lot of them during that time period. So it's not really the best quality for a Blu-ray release. There's no audio commentary, and a lot of them are just unreleased matches. Okay, then I decided to hit up Walmart's glow-in-the-dark slipcover collection that they had going on. Picked up Phantom of the Opera here. This is the original, not that 2004 version. Then we have The Mummy. This again is the original, not that Brendan Fraser version. Then we have Frankenstein, or as they say here in America, Frankenstein. This is the original, not that Herman Munster edition. Then we've got Dracula. This is the original, not that Keanu Reeves bullshit. Then we have The Wolfman. This is the original, Not that Benicio del Toro bullshit. Then we have The Invisible Man. This is the original. Not that Hollow Man bullshit. Then we have The Creature from the Black Lagoon. They knew better than to remake this one. Then another one they haven't remade, The Bride of Frankenstein, or Frankenstein, as they call it here. The one thing that I didn't like about this movie, because I didn't watch it until about 3 years ago. That was the first time I ever watched it. But you know, growing up, you know the iconic Bride of Frankenstein. Everybody knows who she is. So now you watch the movie, and she's only in it like the last 5 minutes. It's like, how is she an iconic horror monster? You know, she was only in 5 minutes of the movie. I don't think she was in any of the sequels. Then we have the Criterion release for Pan's Labyrinth. I did not pick up the trilogy de Guillermo, whatever the hell they were calling it, because I already owned Kronos and what's the other one with the boy during the war. I forget what it's called. The Devil's Backbone. So I already own both of those. The cover art on this one is better. And I really just did not like the disc holder on the trilogy. It had the, you know, the paper fucking kangaroo pockets. No, not dealing with that. So I went ahead, got the standard Criterion Amore release. Alright, so here's some other stuff I got. Loving Basketball. This one was actually a mistake. I already owned it, but I had not put it in my Blu-ray.com account. So when I checked it, it said I did not have it. So I bought it again. For about 2 or 3 Blu-ray missions, we were on the lookout for Foxcatcher. I was finally able to find it. I picked it up at Suncoast Video. That's the only place I could find it. I searched Best Buy, Target, Walmart, everybody. Nobody had it. Then we have Unfriended. I still haven't watched this one, but it looks good. I'm gonna get to it probably in the next week. We got Black Dynamite. I haven't watched this on Blu-ray, but I've seen this movie many times before. It is hilarious. You know, if you don't know any better, you'd honestly think that it was filmed in the 70s. Then we have Sinister 2. I've watched this a few times. No, I watched it once. I only watched it once. The acting in it was really, really bad. I felt like the story was okay, but predictable. You know, the first one had a way better ending than this one did. We got Central Intelligence. I haven't opened this one up, but I've seen it. I've seen it a couple of times. It's hilarious. I think I heard they were doing a sequel. Or if they weren't doing a sequel, they've got some other movie that they're doing together. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. I picked this up because why don't I own it? You know? When did it come out? How did I miss it? We have Black or White. I haven't watched this. I have not opened it. Picked this up from Suncoast. This will probably be another one I get to after the Halloween season is over. Cat's Eye. I haven't busted this open, but I'll probably get around to this next week too. This one I watched a lot when I was a kid. I believe this is like 3 stories in one. And the cat kind of ties them all together. We got The Conjuring 2. I probably watched this about 5 times. It's not as good as the first Conjuring, but it's up there. It's really up there. I thought this was pretty fucking creepy. It's based on a true story, and the true story is almost as true as the film. A couple slight tweaks, but for the most part, it's about like 80 to 90% accurate, which is low-key scary. And last up, I picked up a couple of DVDs. Spider-Man, the Venom Saga. Now for me, Venom was the shit when I was a kid. I don't know if I told you guys, but to me, Venom is Spider-Man's Joker. Because that is who he fought when I was a kid. Venom had just came out, so he was everywhere. All in the cartoons, all in the comics, the McDonald's toys, everywhere. Green Goblin was like on the back burner. So to me, Venom has always been Spider-Man's main villain. We got Mortal Kombat Conquest. I used to watch this, I think it was like every Saturday morning, every Sunday morning. It wasn't every Sunday morning, because you know, it only came on every other week or so. It did not come on like it was supposed to. Once I saw that they had a DVD, I was like, man, I need to get that. And last but not least, I picked up the real Ghostbusters, the complete edition. Now I did hold off on this when it came out a couple of years ago because there was a steelbook version that came out, and I just never got around to it. Now it goes online for like $800–900, just insane prices. So you know, I was like, fuck it. Let me go ahead, get this Best Buy box set, and be satisfied. Alright, that is all I got for you guys this month. Be on the lookout for... Dang. If you guys haven't seen my last video, Blu-ray mission number 60, I'll leave the links to that down in the description box. And until the next time I see you, stay true and stay blue. Oh.